Over the course of the next 75 days, I'm dedicating my life to recreating Arcane in live action. The firelights attacking Silk's ship to be precise. So I selected 16 primary shots, printed them and pasted them on my wall to keep reminding me of how long of a path I still have to go. You have 16 shots to finish. Ekko's cosplay is insanely detailed considering the point that dude has a hood and a hoodie. Well, in order to recreate this cosplay, you're going to need an insane budget, a designer to customize create hoodies, but I'll just do it with $20 or less. Wait, you don't believe me? Let me show you the budget I've drawn. Boots, 100 cedis. Poster colors, 30. Gloves, 15. Socks, 5. Bandana, 10. Tops. The dye, probably 20 cedis. Customization, she's my auntie, so I'll give her 50 cedis. Singlet, oh, I already have a shit ton of that. Do you have any money? No, I don't. Oh, what are you going to do now? I'm gonna save, okay? That's literally the only option now. I'm gonna save. That's nice. Now you're probably wondering, which hoodie am I going to use? Instead of buying a new hoodie, I have this old yellow one which I'll just dye black. That's if it works. Considering the fact that it cost approximately 10 million to make one episode, that makes it $243,902.43 per minute. And I'm going to do it for $20. That's over 1 million times cheaper. And even in live action. So while I'm saving for my so-called cheap cosplay, I'll start working on the complete CGI scenes, scenes which necessarily don't need me shot against the green screen. The first shot was pretty easy. For the environment, it was just extruding cubes, cylinders, creating splines, wires, basic stuff. Now for the spaceship. For the aero shapes, I actually downloaded models of ships online, tried sending them into Cinema 4D, and then this happened. So the asset I've downloaded is a blend file, and I don't use Blender. I guess this is kind of the universe's way telling me to switch to Blender. I'm very sorry, Cinema 4D. After all these years, I'm finally gonna have to let you go, but I just can't do it. So I use Blender to convert all the blend files to OBJ, send the pirate model into Cinema 4D, model the top of the ship, and use this sphere to edit it to look like the movie, edited out the parts of the ship I downloaded. Ladies and gentlemen, the ship. The aero ship. You know, one thing I actually applaud myself for is loyalty. I'm a very loyal person. Now I just have to place the whole model into the main environment, animate it to look good, but wait, the scene looks too empty and perfect, which isn't perfect because real life isn't so perfect. So this time I intentionally went and downloaded blend files, sent them into Blender just to make sure Blender gets a little bit more jealous. Exported all of them as OBJ files, came back inside and added them into Cinema 4D. I added imperfections like trash, boxes, luggage, just to make sure the scene is very busy, which was now perfect. Now I just render the whole scene out, then go into After Effects and then do the compositing, but then there's a human here doing something in the original shot. I don't know when, but I'll probably add him later. And just like that, one shot is done. And it took about 5 days. So, second shot, pretty easy. Just took a cylinder, cut the top sides, added a bow with cloned rectangles, placed it on top of the previous scene that I created, doubled the light source to make sure that the outside of the tunnel is very bright and the inside is very dark, rendered it out at the end, sent it to AE, added God rays, depth, fog, and that was it. Now it's almost been 14 days and I haven't saved up to my budget yet. So I think I'll try this one shot, which is also completely CGI. Okay. Now this watch was insanely detailed. I felt I couldn't model something like that. So I resorted to looking for a free model. And guess what? Nobody. I mean, nobody. Seriously, I think nature is just trying to tell me that I should get the fuck up and go to work. Took me a while, but I thought I figured it out. After almost 5 hours of modeling and texturing, I came up with this piece of shit. I didn't realize the watch was hollow until I played the whole video again. Do you know how it feels to just move 5 hours of work into the dustbin? Well, that's what I'm feeling right now. Finally, my saving goal has been completed, and I'm not going to be making a presentation showing how I spent.
Yes, so as you can see, this is the budget, this is expenditure chat. As you can see, there are some things that we budgeted for, and the prices were way higher than expected. Like the shoe that we were supposed to buy for 100 cities was 120 cities, which wasn't even the shoe that we wanted, and a whole lot of things. So yes, this is just the financial report.
Now for these two shots, I don't really need a full cosplay because it isn't even ready yet. So I just have to set up my green screen and then film some scenes. Done. Now I just keyed out the green key inside of the footages that I shot, created dummy camera animations in After Effects, send them into Cinema 4D to start building the scenes. But before that, I don't have Ekko's hoverboard yet, and I spent the last 3 weeks trying to convince Common to sculpt it for me and searching for it, but I couldn't find it anyway. So I guess I'm gonna spend another 8.
No, you haven't searched enough.
But I've gone to Table Squid 3-3.
Search again. Search again.
And surprisingly, when I went back, so I just got saved 8 hours of good work. All I just had to work on was the texture, then added it to my animation, and that was it. Technically, I still had to do some work in After Effects, like adding God rays, depth, doing the color grade and all, heat distortions. But yeah, you get the whole idea. So now, since I have a lot of experience on this project, let me revisit the stopwatch model. So I started taking a lot of references like 100, started sculpting, model, extruding 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, texturing 5 hours, 6 hours, and it turned out pretty decent. Not exactly per se, but you won't believe this came from a 19-year-old African. I will. Now I just have to figure out how to animate this. My PC was lagging heavily when I tried to animate the whole watch because of its many polygons. So I decided to animate a sphere instead. Probably when I'm done with the animation and I'm satisfied, I'll replace it with it. After 3 hours of pressing random buttons, this. Also now I just have to pick my stopwatch model and then drop it into the animation and oh shit. Don't panic, bro. Don't panic. Don't panic. Don't panic. You just spent 3 hours on this shit. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Alright, now redo the whole thing for another 5 hours. It doesn't work. Go home. I'm already in my house. Come back. Press another set of random buttons for over 5 hours again. It worked. Render. Go into After Effects, post process it, add God rays and adjust the depth. Light. Perfect. Now finalize the other shots and I'm done. Now I just have to combine each and every shot and then enjoy the final video.